The first step towards any goal is by very definition the furthest away, but no less necessary than any other. For Virginia women's soccer, the first step towards the College Cup came last Friday against Big South champion High Point at Klockner Stadium. It didn't take long to see why UVA leads the country in scoring, striking just 6 minutes in and scoring 7 times in the first half. The game was a microcosm of what makes the Cavaliers so dangerous: smothering possession, passing and production from veteran midfielders, and opportunistic finishing by a host of attackers.
We implemented the game plan very well. I thought our team was very focused. Our attacking shape was really good, and it wouldn't have mattered who we played. I think it was important that we got people in the right spots on the field, and I thought we did that. And that was something we had worked on since the Florida State game. We started to make really good decisions about when to play balls in behind, when to switch the point, when to attack centrally, and those kinds of things. So there were some good things. Despite the score, it was pretty lopsided. I thought there were some really good things that we did in relation to just improving as a team, especially off of that game against Florida State in the ACC final.
In the High Point game, our forward scored and other people scored as well, so it definitely helps that other people are scoring, have the opportunity to score, so even against a good defensive team like Rutgers, we know that it's possible that we're going to get our chances and we're going to finish those.
Despite the largest offensive output of the season, there's no time to dwell on past accomplishment, as NCAA tourney play continues Friday against Rutgers, a team very familiar to the Virginia coaches and players alike.
We played them 2 years ago in the NCAA tournament, last year in our regular season tournament. So they're familiar with Klockner, they're familiar with the environment here. They're certainly not going to be intimidated.
I know most of them, I'm friends with some of them, and I know the coaching staff. Like, I'm a Jersey girl, so Rutgers is the university to beat, but they're great girls, but obviously there's a lot of rivalry, of course.
Preparation began in earnest earlier this week as the staff created a comprehensive scouting report and game plan for the second-round matchup with the Scarlet Knights.
Rutgers is a good team. They've had a great year. They're experienced, much in the same way we were last year, where we had a lot of experienced players who had played together for a number of years. That's the kind of team Rutgers has. I think they're a possession-oriented team. They like to move the ball well. Similar to Wake, I think Wake does a good job of handling the ball under pressure and dictating tempo at times, and they usually make good decisions on the ball. And they've got some forwards that can cause problems individually, but they're very committed defensively as well. They defend, I would say, similar to Virginia Tech. They're not afraid to be physical. They get numbers behind the ball. They're organized, and they're going to make it difficult for any team they play. They've given up maybe 10 goals all year. They play well together, they defend together, and they attack together. They've got some experienced backs, they've got some experienced midfielders, and they've got some experienced forwards. So, you know, there's not many weaknesses there, we know that, and it's going to take our best effort to beat them.
Swanson employs a wide range of visuals to help enforce the key points and strategies of each scouting report, but the team's main focus remains on perfecting its own brand of soccer. We concentrate a lot on what we do, and we're trying to play to our strengths, so we're not de-emphasizing that when we scout and we look at other players, but I think we want to try to be in the best possible position we can to get a result in the game, and knowing your opponent well is a part of that. There are only 32 teams left, and for all practical purposes, you really have to take one game at a time and focus on that one, concentrate on that one, prepare for that one, plan for that one, and that's what we're doing.